What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, day 3 of Adventure in the Junk Heaps of the You Pick It Places. I think I have an addiction. I just need to get some stuff. You have an older vehicle, you know, it's sometimes it's like, well, you know, I'll rubbish through some old wrecks instead of paying $150 for a $10 part. Just saying. But anyway, so Neil Druckmann said in an interview recently that he wants to focus more on environmental storytelling as opposed to cinematic storytelling, which is the hallmark, which is the signature of Naughty Dog, and I would say the key to the success or the perceived success of Sony's games, right? Oh, they're so giant and AAA and humongous because they're so cinematic. That gives them the super duper AAA thing that everybody's lacking, right? I mean, sure, I guess. But Neil Druckmann, the leader of the AAA brigade, is veering away from that. I'm gonna tell you why. He's trying to be slick. He's like, oh yeah, games like Elden Ring, who beat our booties, and Inside. Yeah, Inside. Oh yeah, those games. They really do good storytelling, environmental. And I'm like, you know why? This is the real reason why. You can listen to all the blah 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 that he's talking. It's all bullshit, right? This is why. It's cheaper to have something in the environment tell you a story than to have actors that you have to pay doing performance capture, which you have to pay for, and writers who have to write the dialogue, directors who have to direct it. Well, Neil's directing it, but whatever. It's cheaper. That's why he's doing it. Not because, oh, it's cool or, oh, it's better. And then he said, oh, don't. He tried damage control real quick because right after he said, they said, no, we'll still have the cinematic stuff, but, you know. So I'm like, man, these flowers, man, y'all are just eating it. What are the Ponies are saying about that? They're saying, oh my gosh, Neil is so great. He knows everything to do. He's the best maker of games. Maybe. What I would say is a bunch of malarkey. Now, it's whatever. If a game is good, the game is good. But Sean Layden said it last generation. He said that this is unsustainable. We cannot keep making games like this. And the problem with the way that Neil Druckmann and the God of War people and all that, Santa Monica, how they make games so cinematic. I mean, I would say that God of War is it's not less cinematic, but it seems a little less. No, it is. It's the same. The problem with that is, like I said, John Layden said, it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable, and that's what they built their games on for decades. What are people doing? Why are people driving like faces? Anyway, this is what I have to deal with people driving, and I'm in the back of like a tomato truck or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna flip flap and zip zap right about there. Zippity doo. All right, so excuse me. So with that cinematic identity that they have created for themselves, they've created a problem for themselves because the consumers and the fanboys and the ponies and the donkey unicorns expect cinematic greatness, if you will, cinematic masterpieces, which is the forefront of their games, not the gameplay. Nobody cares about the game. Tell me a person who said, yo, Uncharted has the best gameplay, and then copy that, replace the game, and say The Last of Us, and say God of War. None of them have the best gameplay in video games. They're mid games with all this flashy dressing. And that's their formula. That's what they've been doing. But the budgets are too high. It costs too much to do those type of games. And the games have gotten bigger and bigger and longer, and it costs them even more. After Sean Layden said it costs us too much, it costs even more than what he was talking about. So it is unsustainable. He saw the future, and Jim Ryan and everybody else over there, Herman Holtz, they just ignored him. They fired him. They said, "You get out of here. You know what you're talking about." And he's like, "All right, peace out, homies." And now look where they're at. They're in the exact predicament that Sean boy said they would be. And now what are they doing? They flipping the script. You got the head honcho over there at Cinematic making games over at Sony talking about, "Oh, well, I'm gonna more environmental storytelling." Like, where did that come from? You know who does a lot of environmental storytelling? Indie games. Why? Because they don't have the budget to hire actors to freaking act. I mean, do y'all see it? Am I just making stuff up? I'm not making stuff up. This was happening, right? It's so, And so what's going to happen now, if you don't realize, the quality of these Sony exclusives, these AAA first-party games, are going to go down. Now, I know a lot of the Ponies and all these donkey unicorns say, "Oh, the quality of games in Game Pass is going down because it's in Game Pass and it's free and they don't have to." No. The reason why Game Pass games are valuable is because it sells the service. It keeps people subscribed. So it behooves them to make the games as good as possible to keep people saying, "Yep, that was worth it. I'm gonna keep on with this because they making the bangers and they slapping them in there. Can't beat it." But Sony's like, no, we're not gonna do that. And it's so crazy that what's going on. You know, it's like, I mean, you're looking at all the aspects of what Sony is today, and you're like, this is not the Sony that I knew in high school. Nope, you've changed, Sony. I mean, back in high school, you were fine. You were all the boys wanted you and stuff. But now, you acting kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little older now. I want something that's stable, that's, you know, that's not too expensive, that's not gonna flip the script. Anyway, I mean, that's the gist of it. It's amazing to me that Sony is kind of going through what they're going through. They're not self-prophesizing, but they're putting themselves through hell, and it's their own doing. It's not like, oh, they try to act like they're the victim, like, oh my gosh, Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard King is, oh, we're hurt, we can't compete, we're the victims, help us, world industry, help us, governments, please stop the big bad Microsoft. Man, I tell you what, it's really, I just hope, I mean, I know there was some news story about the EU kind of doing a counter, whatever it is, to kind of, it's once again, they're slowing it down. It's a slow down tactic. Even if Microsoft goes past the due date of the deal where they have to pay money, I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, so they pay Activision Blizzard money, right? Activision Blizzard King money, right? Where does that money go? Does it go to the company? Does it go to the shareholders? Does it go to the CEOs? Who gets the money? Does the company itself just get the money and they buy it and they basically just throwing their money in another pair of pants that they're gonna wear later? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if they end up getting the deal done anyway, what does it matter that they're giving this money to the company that they're going to eventually own? Now, I would say some of that money probably does go to the, you know, the shareholders and all that stuff, right? Sure. Or I don't know. I can't tell. So. Can't tell. But that was just a little extra at the end. But anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out. Showing up, hanging out. Showing up, then hanging out. Staying to hang out. Like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm trying. I got like 282 subs. Not a lot. It's more than zero. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I was watching Destin. He's like, oh man, we only got We only got 99,000. I'm trying to get to 100K. I'm like, of course, I understand he used to work for IG. Oh, he still works for IGN. So he's got a little push, right? You know, I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. Okay, I work for somebody. But I work for, as far as video games go, I don't work for nobody. I'm not a writer. I'm an artist, kind of, sort of. I do music. I am part of a indie game studio. But that has nothing to do with these videos. So, you know, I just want to get to 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, I'm like, woo! And then I'll do the party. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know that the quality of these videos have been lacking in their Mac, especially the audio. I apologize. I'm gonna try to do a Bandit fix for that soon. I was thinking about it. Once I get settled into my permanent residences, then I'll be able to do more better videos. Right now I can't. That's why it's the car show. But I appreciate you guys dealing with the riggedy raggities of what I'm giving you. I promise you that it will get better. That's a guarantee. I guarantee. Anyway, let me know in the comments about this whole. I forgot what I talked about in the video. I'm so tired. Let me know in the comments about all the stuff that I talked about, and yeah. I'll see y'all next time. Sorry, copyright. I was trying to behave. Till the wait.